It was not that long ago, I mean a decade and a half ago, that some of these site selection consultants were kind of dismissing Kingsport as being kind of a part of the Rust Belt with a lot of old industry in it. Nobody says that today.
Rust Belt meant to us that we were losing our manufacturing base. One leader in our community actually made the comment, last one out, turn out the lights, which was a call to action.
A sign of the community support here in Kingsport is the community leaders who had a vision 10 years ago when there was a crisis in manufacturing moving out of this area. And they came together and understood that education is the key, not only to keeping industry, but to growing new ones. Through that vision, a collaborative model was established to provide education scholarships for students called Educate and Grow. And any student right out of high school can get a free education right here at Northeast State at any of our teaching sites.
Many of the incentives that are being offered are typical of what's being offered in other states, by other states. But the one incentive that's being offered in the state of Tennessee that is unique is workforce development strategies, ideas to develop the workforce of the future.
America's primary competitive advantage in the global marketplace is advanced technology workforce development.
Well, again, skilled knowledge workers are critical, and that means that jobs can stay in the U.S. Most of what is being outsourced are the lower level jobs. Our citizens of this region can get the education they need right here in this area and work in this area and stay in this community and have good paying jobs.
We have very complex processes at our facility, and we need very well-educated people to help us run those. We also have a demographic bubble that's moving, what I call demographic bubble, that's moving through, and that's our baby boomers. And over the next 4 or 5 years, about 40% of our workforce will be retiring. We've done a lot of the training ourselves in the past, but we just don't have the capability to train that many people that quickly.
Actually putting a business with a local community college or local college and the business saying, I want you to teach my potential employees how to do this. If you will teach them how to do this, then I will be able to offer them a job.
As we began to talk about how to accomplish this, the city of Kingsport with its higher education facilities was interested. Domtar had a similar interest that we have with respect to their workforce, and the state of Tennessee. And so we began to work through how we might accomplish that. And out of that came the AMP initiative.
The Advanced Manufacturing Partnership is a group of cross-sectional folks from our community whose objective is to develop manufacturing expertise and also career opportunities for the citizens of our community.
But if you think about the others that were involved in that, I mentioned Eastman, I mentioned Domtar, I mentioned the Chamber of Commerce, the City of Kingsport, the State Department of Economic and Community Development, and of course Northeast State Community College preparing the curriculum.
A lot of our training requires hands-on work, and so the RCAM facility was a natural progression of the things that we were working on with respect to the whole advanced manufacturing program.
The Regional Center for Advanced Manufacturing truly is a unique story. It actually started as a result of Eastman Chemical Company being given a grant by Governor Bredesen and Commissioner Matt Kismer of the State Department of Economic and Community Development.
Eastman actually is a great example of that. It just undertook a $1 billion expansion program. The state of Tennessee had a contribution, a small one relative to that, to make to it. But one of the things they did was take $3 million in the state incentives to build a regional center for advanced manufacturing.
It was very obvious that with the retirements that would be happening over the next 30 years, that there was going to be a significant amount of workforce that they were going to be losing. And so it was important that there be a highly skilled, trained workforce available consistently and constantly as retirements were taking place, as new positions were being created, that could flow right into those positions. And so RCAM was the vehicle by which that type of workforce training, skill training could occur.
This investment, I think, just to me is an indication of the value that a major Tennessee employer places on having workers who've got the skills to operate a world-class business.
No question that investment's going to take place and jobs will be created where there's a workforce that has the skills necessary to perform those jobs.
Nearly 12 million Americans, 9% of the U.S. workforce, are employed in manufacturing.
Domtar, local paper manufacturing, also a key part of our economy, recognized how important it was as well. Partnership was quickly formed. Domtar offered the property where the RCAM is presently located. The money actually flowed through our organization and Kingsport Economic Development Board. The facility was built on time, under budget,